The truth is, your entire life can transform if you learn to master just one key: consistency. Consistency is the bridge between your dreams and your reality. It's not about doing something once or twice or when you feel motivated. It's about showing up every single day, no matter how small the step, no matter how heavy the burden feels. Most people give up not because they lack talent, but because they lack patience. They want results tomorrow, but greatness doesn't come overnight. Think about it. A seed doesn't become a tree in a day. It takes nurturing, time, and faith. The same goes for your goals, your health, your career, your mindset. If you can commit yourself to one small action each day, reading a page, doing a workout, learning a new skill, building discipline, you will see transformation over time. The world is filled with people who started strong but quit halfway. Don't let that be you. Every time you choose consistency, you're proving to yourself that you're stronger than your excuses. You're telling the universe, I will not stop until I see this through. Consistency is what separates those who wish from those who achieve. It's the silent force that builds habits, creates momentum, and eventually forges an unshakable identity. When you show up every day, you no longer need motivation. You become the kind of person who does what needs to be done, regardless of how you feel. If consistency is the bridge, then self-discipline is the engine that drives you across it. Discipline is the ability to command yourself when your emotions scream otherwise. It is doing what needs to be done, even when you don't feel like doing it. Think about it. Your future doesn't care about your mood, your goals don't care if you're tired, and your dreams don't wait for you to feel ready. The people who win in life are not the ones who always feel inspired. They are the ones who act despite the lack of inspiration. Discipline is waking up early when the bed is warm. It's putting down the junk food when your cravings are loud. It's choosing the gym instead of the couch, the book instead of the distraction, the investment instead of the impulse purchase. Every time you practice discipline, you're casting a vote for the person you want to become. Without discipline, consistency cannot exist. Because no matter how motivated you are in the beginning, life will test you, days will get harder, storms will come, and you will be tempted to quit. Discipline is the shield that protects your vision during those storms. Most people lose the battle not because they lack dreams, but because they let temporary feelings control permanent decisions. The disciplined mind doesn't ask, do I feel like it? It simply says, it must be done. That is how warriors are built. That is how leaders are shaped. That is how ordinary people turn extraordinary. Focus is the weapon that cuts through the noise of the world and locks your energy onto what truly matters. We live in a time where distractions are everywhere. Your phone, social media, endless entertainment, other people's opinions, and every distraction steals a piece of your destiny. The truth is, what you focus on, you feed. And what you feed grows. If you focus on excuses, you'll become an expert in failure. If you focus on problems, you'll feel powerless. But if you focus on solutions, growth, and the vision of the life you want, then your mind will begin to shape itself around that reality. Focus is the reason some people achieve in 1 year what others couldn't in 10. They block out the noise, silence the doubts, and put their energy into one direction until the world has no choice but to notice. The most successful people aren't necessarily the most talented. They're the ones who refuse to scatter their energy. Think of sunlight. When spread out, it warms. But when concentrated through a magnifying glass, it burns. Your focus works the same way. Scattered focus produces average results, but laser focus creates breakthroughs. Focus demands sacrifice. You cannot chase every opportunity, please every person, or entertain every distraction. You must choose your target and aim relentlessly. Every time you focus on your mission, you are saying to the world, "This is who I am, this is what I want, and nothing will pull me away from it." Belief is the foundation of every great achievement. Before anyone else can see your vision, you must see it first. Before the world can trust you, you must trust yourself. Your dreams are only as strong as the faith you have in your own ability to bring them to life. The truth is, nobody will hand you confidence. Nobody will walk up and say, "Here, believe in yourself now." Belief is something you choose. It's a decision you make daily, especially when life gives you reasons to doubt. Every legend, every leader, every game changer in history started out as someone ordinary, until they decided to believe they were capable of the extraordinary. People will doubt you. Circumstances will test you. Failures will whisper that you're not enough. But belief is the voice inside that says, "Keep going. You are capable. You were built for this." Without belief, discipline feels like punishment. Focus feels like pressure. Consistency feels like a burden. But with belief, those same things become weapons in your hand. Belief doesn't mean you know the exact path. It means you trust yourself to figure it out along the way. It means you understand that setbacks are not the end, but the classroom where strength is born. Every time you choose belief, you shift your energy. You walk differently, you speak differently, you think differently, and people notice. The world bends for those who refuse to doubt themselves, because belief is contagious. When you believe, others begin to believe too. Dreams without action are nothing more than fantasies. You can read all the books, watch all the motivational videos, write down all the goals, but if you never move, nothing changes. Action is the great separator. It's what turns intentions into reality, what transforms vision into victory. Too many people wait for the perfect time. They wait until they feel ready, until everything is lined up, until fear disappears. But here's the truth, there is no perfect time. Fear never fully leaves, conditions are never flawless. Waiting only delays your destiny. The ones who win are those who start before they're ready. Action is powerful because it creates momentum. Even a small step forward is better than standing still. You don't need to climb the entire mountain today. You just need to take one step and then another. Each step builds confidence. Each step builds strength. Each step tells your mind and body, "I am moving closer to my vision." Action kills doubt. The moment you act, fear loses its grip. Hesitation magnifies obstacles, but action shrinks them. Most people spend their whole lives trapped in what-ifs because they never take the leap. But those who dare to move, those who act in the face of uncertainty, discover that life rewards the brave. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to begin. Progress is born in motion, not in perfection. Action opens doors that planning alone could never reveal. And when you keep moving, you realize that success was never about having all the answers. It was about refusing to stand still. Persistence is the heartbeat of success. It's the refusal to give up when things get hard, the decision to rise again every time you fall. Anyone can start, but not everyone can keep going. That's why persistence is rare, and why it's powerful. The road to your dreams will not be smooth. There will be setbacks, failures, rejections, and moments where you question whether it's even worth it. But understand this, every obstacle is not there to stop you, it's there to shape you. Each challenge is preparing you for the greatness you asked for. Persistence is not about never failing. It's about never staying down. It's about standing up one more time than you fall. History remembers the persistent. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before creating the light bulb. Imagine if he had quit at failure number 999. The world would still be in darkness. Life will try to break you, but persistence is the armor that keeps you moving forward. It teaches you that failure is not final, it's feedback. It's a lesson disguised as loss. And if you keep pushing, if you keep showing up, eventually the wall will crack, the door will open, the dream will unfold. Most people stop when it hurts. Champions keep going until the pain turns into power. That's the difference. Persistence doesn't mean the journey gets easier. It means you get stronger, and when you refuse to quit, life has no choice but to reward you. The final key to changing your life is developing a growth mindset, the unshakable belief that you can always learn, always improve, always rise higher than where you are today. Too many people stay trapped because they think who they are now is who they'll always be. But the truth is, you are not fixed. You are a work in progress, a masterpiece being sculpted with every choice, every mistake, every lesson. A growth mindset sees failure not as defeat, but as direction. When something doesn't work, you don't say, "I'm done." You say, "I just learned another way that doesn't work." Every setback becomes an education, every struggle becomes training, every obstacle becomes a stepping stone. With a growth mindset, life stops happening to you and starts happening for you. The difference between those who stay stuck and those who rise is simple. The ones who grow never stop learning. They invest in their mind, they study their craft, they seek wisdom, and they embrace the discomfort of change. Growth is not always easy. It requires humility, patience, and the courage to leave behind the old version of yourself. But the reward is transformation. A fixed mindset whispers, "I can't." A growth mindset answers, "Not yet." That one shift in perspective is the difference between quitting and becoming unstoppable. When you live with a growth mindset, every day becomes an opportunity. Every challenge becomes a chance to level up, and your potential stops having limits because you know you are capable of more, always more. So remember this, your life will not change in a single day, but it will change with what you do every day. Consistency, self-discipline, focus, belief in yourself, taking action, persistence, and a growth mindset. These are not just words, they are the 7 keys that unlock transformation. Your future is not waiting for luck. It's waiting for you. Every moment you hesitate is a moment lost, but every step forward is a step closer to the life you are meant to live. Don't just listen, don't just dream. Apply these keys, live them, breathe them. Because the person you are becoming is greater than the person you have ever been. And once you commit to this journey, nothing, no obstacle, no doubt, no failure, can stop you. The choice is yours. Will you stay the same, or will you rise and change your life forever?